Hello and welcome back to another thrift video, another thrifting LA video, but this time I went to Savers. So for me, just to put it out there, Savers is a for-profit thrift store and it's not my first choice for that reason, but I had a 30% off coupon that I could use 3 times, and I had a couple of Savers in my area, or at least a 30-minute drive away, that I wanted to check out. So I went to 3 Savers. I went to the Savers in La Mirada Savers. I also went to the Arcadia Savers, and last but not least, I went to a very fun new Savers that was a little bit further away, Santa Clarita. So I did 2 Savers south of LA and then 1 Savers north of LA, and that new one was in Santa Clarita, and it was a dream. However, as to be expected, I had a cart full of clothes, and when I tried them on, I would like to say, I believe that the Savers mirrors are like those ones that make you look massive. You know, the ones that have like an illusion in them, because I was putting on clothes and I was like, I look like I'm in one of those like fairs, you know, like the summer fairs where you're in that clown house and you've got all those mirrors and they make you wavy, because my body was like, and I was like, how am I supposed to decide if this clothing looks good on me if you're using a mirror that's like making my body look fucking huge, first of all. But anyway, from my Savers haul, I actually did get quite the haul of things, as you can possibly see. I did get, that was all for the thumbnail, I did get quite a few items. Now, for some context, I am going to Mexico tomorrow, which is so exciting. I cannot wait. So I picked up a couple of things with that in mind, and then I also picked up a couple of things that I just couldn't pass down. I couldn't pass up on. I had to get them because the price was so good. The 30% off discount was only applicable to clothes, so we'll start with the things that didn't have the discount on. And we'll start with something that I never typically buy, but because I'm going to Mexico, I wanted a few accessories, and I never ever buy belts. But I chose to buy 2 at Savers on this particular trip. Now, this one was $3. It is a white belt with, I don't know what it's called when you have to like tuck it over and fold it into these like bars to attach it, but the like, these are called something. Ew, this kind of smells gross. These grommets, I remember what they're called. The grommets all through the belt I thought was cool. It's white rather than being like black or, you know, brown, so I thought it's different. It's $3, and I can kind of put it with denim when I want to wear like a lighter colored top and shoe to just bring the colors together and break up and separate the denim from the top, etc. So I just thought this was a nice addition to my wardrobe for something that, you know, I don't have anything like this, and for $3 I was like, let me have something like this. So that was purchase number 1. Purchase number 2 on the belts is a brown leather belt. Now, I don't believe it to be it is branded John Varvatos USA genuine leather. That would explain why it was $10. For me, and I know you're going to say $10 on a belt is crazy, it is, but I have a larger waist. I'm not the skinniest, miniest girl on the planet, and I find that it's really hard to get belts that are chunky brown belts in this kind of color that is actual leather, that are long enough. This was in the men's section, so I was able to get one that way, but I liked, it's like a old leather. It's not perfect. It's not like a Zara belt, like it's got texture running through it. I think it's something that I'm not gonna find again, and even though it was $10 and it took me a long time to be like, am I going to buy this, because $10 for a belt in a thrift store felt excessive to me, but because I know I won't be able to get something like it again, this kind of size, being genuine leather and having the texture through it that it does have, I thought, fuck it, I'm gonna buy it. So I did buy it, and now I have that. I like that the hardware on this one is silver, and on this one it is gold. It kind of gives me, you know, accessory and jewelry options for both kind of outfits. I'm covering all bases with belts, which I actually don't own a belt. So these are my two first ever belts, which is kind of crazy at 29 to say, but hey ho, that's my life. Okay, so one more accessory. I don't know how you're gonna feel about this, but I feel just absolutely obsessed. It's like a grey brown. It's got silver hardware. It is absolutely massive inside. I mean, I could fit anything into this bag. It is from a brand called Brasciano. It looks old, to me at least. It's made in China. That's absolutely fantastic news. But I don't really give a shit, because I just liked the texture of the bag with the silver, and then this like rope detailing on the handle. I just thought it was so cool. Look at it on my shoulder. Look how she's just so big. Like, this is a statement bag. This says, I have stuff in here. I have to carry a lot of stuff because I'm important. And the straps with the like rope tied on the sides, I just thought was so cool. The way that it like lays, how big it is. And it was $6, which I thought for a bag in this condition was very reasonable. And the size too, $6. You can usually, in Savers at least, get the little purses are like $6. I was looking at bags on the Savers, you know how they have like the ends where they literally like zip tie the bags to the rack, and they were like $100, and it was like Kate Spade. Crazy to me, crazy. But this, I couldn't pass up. I just thought she was adorable. She'll go with so much stuff, especially any kind of silver outfits, denims. She's massive. I can fit anything in here. And I was just excited to have a massive shoulder bag in this color palette, in this texture, in this size, with these details. I couldn't say no, and I didn't. So I guess now we need to move on to my clothing haul, because this was all Mexico trip themed, because obviously I have places to go, people to see. Some of you might not love this, but I bought a swimsuit. Now, some of you might be like, that's disgusting. That's you. I own I actually know how to wash clothes. I can go to a laundrette at any point and just like wash these. I can get a stain remover. I can get a really good detergent, bleach if I needed to. So I feel very comfortable having secondhand swimwear. But if you don't want to put your vagina or boobs into something that somebody else's vagina or boobs have been into, I regret to inform you that there are many times in my life where I have worn shorts or pants or skirts without underwear on, and I have donated those items. So just because somebody has obviously directly put their vagina in this does not mean that the pants or shoes, the pants or shorts or skirts, or I don't even know, jean shorts that you have got at Goodwill haven't also had a vagina directly in it. You don't know that, which is why I have opted to accept this brown swimwear item. Now it is high. It is a high butt, high leg. Like, we're talking, I don't even think I can show you how high this leg is. Like, it's high. But the reason that I mainly got it is because the back straps are so, like, it's completely backless with these two straps in it, and I just think that's gonna look so good, so scrumdiddly-umptious. And it goes with the, well, no, it doesn't. It doesn't go with the bag, but it goes with my vibe. It goes with the vibe. So I know that you're gonna think it's controversial, but I bought it, and I bought it for $5. I think it's probably like Shein or something, because it's not got a tag. $5 though. It's sexy. I'm gonna look good. It wasn't even $5. It was 30% off. So that's what? Let me do the maths. After much deliberation and Googling, this swimsuit was not $5. It was $3.50. Now, can that change your mind about whether or not you get secondhand swimwear? Because for $3.50, this sexy little swimwear piece was absolutely gonna be mine. I don't care whose pussy's been in that. Mine will be now. That's too far. I don't care whose vagina has been inside of this. I don't care whose crotch has been in this bikini. My crotch will now be in this bikini. And that's all that matters, at least to me. I thrifted that at the same Savers as I thrifted this denim BDG skirt. Now, I believe BDG to be like Urban Outfitters, I think. I'm not really sure. Oh yeah, it's like, I think it's Urban Outfitters. Anyway, I'm not familiar with the Urban Outfitters game, but this cute little skirt over the top of this when I'm going to the beach. Very, very cute. Couldn't say no to this. She's darling. She's tiny, she's short. She's like a nice wash, a bit of a darker denim, but not too dark. Which goes well with pretty much everything that I have, and it's nice to break it up and have a skirt as well as like a denim short. So this little skirt is part of an ensemble. She was $10.49. I have to do the maths on that again. I can't think. Okay, so the maths on the skirt is about $3 off, which means that instead of $10.49, she was $7.49, which for a denim skirt, especially one that is in this condition and is kind of brand new because it's the Urban Outfitters BDG, that's pretty reasonable. I think these retail at like $40 to $50, so that's a fucking steal. That's a fucking steal. I had to buy her. I also like the little red like feature on the back pocket. Very cute. I'm not too fond of this. It's like a fake Levi, but no one's gonna see it. They will look at the red stitching though, because that I do like. That skirt, that swimsuit, and guess what the next part of the ensemble was? This little like crocheted top cardigan with bell sleeves, and she ties up in the front. This outfit's gonna look so cute. I found this all in the same thrift store. I literally put an outfit together and I was like, oh. And knit to go over the top of my bikini and mini skirt. This is $9.99 at Savers. Look at the little bell sleeves. $9.99 at Savers, 30% off, so $7 essentially. And this will go over everything, including 2 dresses that I got at a different location. I'll start with this one. Hang on, let's check. Oh, So this was the most expensive dress. This is a Charlotte Russe dress. I've had a few Charlotte Russe things in my life, but this is probably the cutest. It's like a little baby doll white dress with the crochet top and these like tiered skirt. I find her adorable, and I mean the shades are a little bit different, but I think it will still work because the crochet is like similar. So I thought this would be so cute just for day to day when it's hot, and then I can throw my little cardigan over the top. Adorable. I couldn't help but get her, had to get her, she's so cute. But then this was the piece de resistance of my Mexico trip thrift haul. This beautiful little baby doll. Look how gorgeous she is with the flowers. She's pink, she's tiered. She's just very flattering. I can eat in this, I can eat as much as I want, and you'll never know because it's like, it has a lot of movement. It's just a basic kind of like plunged neck, slightly off-white, maybe like a cream. And this one was $10.99. The other Charlotte Russe dress was $12, so that one went down to $8, and this one went down to $7. The good thing about this, it has adjustable straps, so I can like decide how much boob I want out at the time. A lot or a little, we haven't yet decided. But I feel like, what did I even spend? Let's add this together. There's like a spider on my wall that's scaring me, so I'm trying to rush this video. I don't know if you can tell. I'm like, please, save me. So this being $7, the jacket also being $7, that's $14. This Charlotte Russe dress that was $12.49 was like $8.50. Shit. So $22.50. $7.50. $30. Oh my god, I can't do basic maths. $3.50. $33.50. The bag, $6, but full price. $33. $39. $42 with the belt. And then this one, $9.99. $52. $52 at Savers. I have 2 belts, a bag, a swimsuit, a skirt, 2 dresses, and a cardigan jacket. That's like 4 outfits. Now, I just need like a little sandal, and then I'd have a full outfit. But I have my own sandals, realistically. I don't have any cute brown sandals that go with this, but we will continue to thrift. But realistically, that's 3 full outfits. Wait, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, and they can all have belts. They can all have the same cardigan. They can all have the same bag. This is very, very good financial decision that was made. But that's what I got today, or at least this Savers weekend, where I got my 30% off coupon. It was like only eligible for like Wednesday through Sunday, and I spent Friday, Saturday, Sunday thrifting and creating this haul, and I think I did pretty well for what, $53? $53, 3 outfits, a bag, and 2 belts. You can't go wrong with that. There's nothing like thrifting, nothing compares to thrifting, because you just couldn't do this anywhere else. You couldn't get these kinds of pieces and this amount of clothing and accessories for the amount of money that you've paid, to the quality that this is. You know, like you can't do that in Zara, you can't do that in H&M, you can't even do that at like really cheap places. So I'm pretty happy. This is all I got.